Good evening and welcome into St. Joseph High School, where tonight it's senior night for the Chargers as they host old ESCC rival St. Patrick in the regular season home finale. Hello everybody, I'm Connor Klingen and thank you for joining me tonight on the brand new ArenaSportsNetChicago.com as well as ArenaSportsNet.com. Senior night, always an emotional night for each group of seniors, knowing that they're suiting up one final time in a regular season home game. Of course, the Chargers could have two home games left on their home floor as they'll be hosting the regional in less than 2 weeks. At the same time, there's always that bit of pressure added when it's senior night, trying to send out that group of seniors with a victory, and especially for the Chargers with 5 senior starters. Well, as always, I had a chance before tonight's game to talk to St. Joseph head coach Gene Pingatore and hear his thoughts on last night's heartbreaking loss to St. Rita, senior night festivities, and also tonight's game against St. Pat's and the rivalry dating back a number of years. We're here with St. Joseph Chargers head coach Gene Pingatore before tonight's game against St. Pat's. Coach, it's senior night. 5 senior starters all playing their last regular season home game. Of course, you guys are hosting the regional. What does this night mean to you and to those 5 seniors?
I hate senior night. You never know how they're going to come out. There's too much hype and excitement. And I don't think there's a coach anywhere that enjoys senior night.
Yeah, you can definitely see. You never know how the
3 or 4 guys. So that was good. They didn't let up. They came back and could have won it.
Yeah, but the one unfortunate thing, Joel Watts in the second quarter for St. Rita, he hit those 5 3-pointers. Just as you mentioned,
that didn't hurt us as much as the other guy who threw 2. He two-handed throws, and they both went in. And that's 6 points.
And you end up losing by 1. So
right.
Sometimes you get the breaks, other times not. And a couple of those, as you said, he did kind of just chuck those in. With St. Pat's, Coach, an old rivalry from the East Suburban Catholic Conference. This game definitely always intense. Of course, it's non-conference now, but just talk a little bit about that rivalry with St. Pat's.
2 Christian Brothers schools. We were in the East Suburban Catholic with them for years. We were founding members with St. Pat's and St. Joe's, and so it was always a huge rivalry, year in and year out. First Max Curlin and now Mike Bailey. So it'll be fun to get that back.
And Coach, if I remember correctly, your first career win was against St. Pat's.
You know what? I think you're right. 51-50 against Pat's, and they were in first place, and we were at the bottom, and we upset them here in this gym.
So always a lot of special memories in this gym.
Right.
Last home game this season before the playoffs. So what would it mean to send out these fans with a victory here tonight?
Again, a victory is important, but it's more important that we play well.
And you're starting to play well, even though the loss last night. Still won 4 out of 5, trying to make it 5 out of 6 tonight.
Absolutely.
Coach, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Connie.
Thanks to Coach Gene Pingatore for taking the time out before tonight's game to talk with us here at Arena Sportsnet Chicago. As he said, St. Pat's, another Christian Brothers school, always a rivalry. Back to when St. Joe's was in the East Suburban Catholic Conference, now in the Chicago Catholic League, joined back in the 2010-2011 school year, but still good to see these two teams going at it against each other. Of course, back in the day, games could get very intense, and as Coach said there, his first career victory came against St. Pat's. An upset at that time. Certainly now, anytime these two teams play each other, it wouldn't be considered an upset if St. Joe's comes away with the victory. Well, on the floor, the Chargers are coming off their first loss in 3 weeks as they lost a heartbreaker on the road to St. Rita last night. Chargers found themselves trailing by 17 at the half as St. Rita made 7 3-pointers in the second quarter alone. And you heard in that interview with Coach Pingatore, he wasn't upset about the 5 made by Joel Watts. he was more upset about the two that were made by Stedman Ihajirika, who basically just threw them up, kind of the old two-handed set shot that used to be in vogue back in the 1950s. Thanks to the Gov, famous St. Joseph fan, for telling me about Ron Sobey, who used to use that two-handed set shot. But basically, as Coach was saying, Ihajirika just threw those shots over his head, and they were both threes, and he made both of them, including the second one where he was fouled and had a chance at a three-point play and ended up really costing the Chargers in that ball game. But you have to give a lot of credit to this St. Joe team for their effort in the second half. Down by 17 points, they did not put their heads down. They worked their way back into that ball game and only ended up losing by one. Much of the reason that they came back was the play of the Boyd twins. 20 of the 22 points in the third quarter for the Chargers came from Jalen and Jordan Boyd. But in those final minutes, the Chargers were able to cut that lead down to 2, but St. Rita did a really nice job of milking that clock down and also making clutch free throws when that was needed to come away with the victory by 1 point. Ahmad Muhammad made a three-pointer at the buzzer, but unfortunately for the Chargers, it was too little too late as they already trailed by 4, and St. Rita smartly avoided any contact with Muhammad on that last play last night. As I mentioned, the first loss for St. Joe's in 3 weeks since that loss to Brother Rice on Hall of Fame night. They had won 4 in a row before that, but as Coach Pingatore said in the interview, he's not as concerned with wins or losses, especially now the Chargers are out of conference play. There's no conference title to play for. What he's concerned about is the team playing well. And last night, especially in that second half, the team was playing very well. Just some tough breaks in terms of St. Rita's ability to make some shots that probably don't normally go in. And you end up losing that game by 1 point. But over the last month, you can start to see the chemistry coming together between this group of seniors. They've been starting the whole season, but Coach Pingatore has mentioned he wants to see them really come together as a unit and play as a team, and I think you started to see that last night. 4 players in double figures for the Chargers, with the Boyd twins, Jafari Brown and Ahmad Muhammad all scoring at least 10 points, and of course Chance Aldridge making plenty of contributions as the point guard, both offensively and defensively. And Aldridge is somebody who really has picked up his scoring in the second half of this season. He, early on in the year, usually didn't score too much, pretty quiet offensively, but has had some big games, especially against Homewood Flossmoor and Batavia. Victories earlier on in the year for the Chargers. Well, this St. Pat's team coming into Westchester tonight, not bringing the same level of prestige as maybe they used to, just a 13-11 record. But as I said earlier, any time you hear the words St. Joe's and St. Pat's in the same sentence, you know you're in for a great ball game. The Chargers stand at 15-9 with a chance to get up to 17 wins before the playoffs if they can come away with a victory tonight and next Friday night at Prosser. But the task at hand, a rivalry game, an old rivalry that dates back a number of years, and the Shamrocks also bring some size to the table with 6'6" sophomore center Joe Fanning. The good news for the Chargers is last night seemed like that balanced offensive output they were looking for, and if they can keep that going, it could really be a force to be reckoned with as we head into the month of February here and the IHSA playoffs. And while this game may not have an impact on the conference championship, the important factor for both of these teams is to be playing the best basketball possible heading into those playoffs. This time we'd like to thank the St. Joseph Basketball Alumni Association for being the official sponsor of St. Joseph Chargers basketball on Arena Sportsnet. As always, a big thanks to Mark Cisetti for beginning the process of getting this basketball season on the air. We'd also like to remind you to consider donating to the Annette Pingatore Fund. The Annette Pingatore Fund is named for Coach Pingatore's mother and provides aid to St. Joseph students. And now we will have the opening prayer and national anthem. So there you have it, the opening prayer and the Star-Spangled Banner here from St. Joseph High School as we're about ready to begin this old rivalry game, now a non-conference game. And now we'll have the starting lineups. For St. Pat's, first up, Dominic Galati, a 5'10 guard. Robert Stanford, 6'2 guard. Joseph Fanning, 6'6", 290 pounds. Christopher Lara, 6'1 forward. And a 6' junior, Austin Freeman. St. Pat's coached by Mike Bailey. And now the starting lineups for the Chargers. It will be those 5 seniors who have started all year. And you can expect them to get some bigger cheers tonight on senior night. Ahmad Muhammad at the other guard spot. Jordan Boyd had a great game last night with 19 points at St. Rita. Jafari Brown also had a nice night last night. 12 points for Jafari Brown last night. And then Jalen Boyd rounding out the starting 5 for the Chargers. So it'll be Stanford, Lara, Galati, Freeman, and Fanning for the Shamrocks. The Boyd twins, Brown, Muhammad, and Aldridge for the Chargers. St. Joe's coming in with a record of 15-9. St. Pat's at 13-10 on the season. Only common opponent between these two teams is Loyola. And St. Pat's scored only 11 points against the Loyola Ramblers. Lost that game 37-11. The Chargers came away with a victory over Loyola earlier this week, 38-33 on this very floor. It'll be Jordan Boyd going up against Joseph Fanning. No, rather, it'll be Chris Lara on the tip. You would have expected it to be Fanning at 6'6", but they'll instead go with the 6'1" Lara. And outside of Fanning, the Shamrocks are definitely outsized tonight as Boyd easily wins the tip back to Chance Aldridge, and we are underway here from St. Joe's. Jafari Brown with it on the right wing, being guarded by Stanford. Top of the key, Boyd now. Boyd for Aldridge. Top of the key, Jalen Boyd. Now it's Jordan Boyd backing in against Fanning. Cross-court pass to his brother, Jalen Boyd. His 3 is short. Rebound is battled for, and a foul is called on Jafari Brown as he was going for that rebound. So a quick foul on the Chargers. 7:38 to play here, and St. Pat's will have the ball here. As Dominic Galati dishes back on over to Austin Freeman. Freeman guarded by Aldridge. Freeman dribbles between the circles, moves to the left wing, crossover dribble, top of the key, 3 on the way from Lara, off the mark. Rebound to Jordan Boyd, up ahead for Aldridge on the right side of the floor. Jafari Brown, right corner, 3, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Jordan Boyd, the putback is there. So Jordan Boyd scores the first points of the ball game for either team. 2-0 Chargers, less than a minute into this one. Here's Lara in the right corner, trying to drive baseline against Jalen Boyd. Lost the basketball briefly, then was able to get it back out to Freeman. Freeman now top of the key, Stanford. Stanford on the crossover dribble against Muhammad. Went for Lara in the left corner, decided against the 3. Now it's Fanning backing his way, spinning against Jordan Boyd. The hook shot is well off the mark. Rebound to Muhammad. Chargers moving quickly ahead to Jafari Brown with the nice little stutter step in the lay-in. Chargers have a 4-0 lead. 6:30 to play here in the first quarter. Freeman setting up the offense for the Shamrocks. Dishes over to Stanford on the right wing. Dribbles around the free throw line. Spins, looking for a pass. Goes back to Fanning. Thought about the 3 from the big man. Decided against it. And goes back for Galati. Lara, top of the key, Stanford, fakes the shot, drives the lane, and a reach-in foul called on Chance Aldridge. That's his first, second on the Chargers. So 2 fouls in less than 2 minutes here on St. Joe's, as the Shamrocks will inbound from underneath the Charger basket. Into Lara in the left corner. Back for Freeman, left wing, with Aldridge guarding him. Corner 3 on the way, and good from Dominic Galati. And it's 4-3. Shamrocks cut the Chargers' lead to 1. Muhammad will bring it over the midcourt stripe for the Chargers. Aldridge in the right corner. Back for Jalen Boyd, into Jordan Boyd. Into the left corner, Jafari Brown. Spinning fall-away jumper on the baseline. Hits the side of the backboard. Back out to Jafari Brown. Now Ahmad Muhammad. Muhammad goes for Jordan Boyd. Drives baseline, draws the foul. .5:31 to play as the foul is called on Stanford. First foul against St. Pat's, as Jordan Boyd will have 2 free throws. First one is nothing but net. 5-3 Chargers. The second free throw from Jordan Boyd is also nothing but net. 6-3, St. Joe's with a 3-point lead. Freeman brings it up the floor for the Shamrocks on the right wing. Dishes off for Galati, who already hit the 3. Now Lara at the top of the key. Stanford back for Lara, right wing. Lara trying to drive, had it stripped away. Jalen Boyd in transition up the left side. Tries to lay it in, can't get it to go. Rebound Freeman for the Shamrocks. Now they'll try to move in transition with Lara. He has the lay-in from the left side to make it 6-5. 1-point lead for the Chargers. 5 minutes to play, first quarter. Jafari Brown on the left wing. Dishes down low on the bounce pass for Jalen Boyd on the baseline. Boyd back to the top of the key for Brown. Now right wing Jordan Boyd. Chance Aldridge, right corner 3. Can't get the roll. That one was halfway down and then rimmed out. Freeman the other way for the Shamrocks. Chance for St. Pat's to have their first lead of the ballgame. Freeman will dribble around to the top of the key for Lara. His long jumper is there. Looks like it was a long 2 to me, as Lara has 4 points for the Shamrocks, and they lead 7-6. 7-2 run here for St. Pat's. Here's Ahmad Muhammad trying to drive the lane. Had it stolen away on the pass. Here comes Galati in transition. Up ahead for Lara on the right side. Lara hesitates, puts it off glass and in. Chris Lara already was 6 points of the 9 total for St. Pat's with just over 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Make it a 9-2 run for the Shamrocks. Jordan Boyd, left wing. Boyd dishes down for his brother Jalen. Tries to spin, can't get the roll off the left side of the rim. Rebound to St. Pat's. Stanford brings it over half court for the Shamrocks. Now it's Lara in the right corner. Top of the key, Freeman. Freeman guarded by Aldridge. Now Galati takes a right wing 3. He nails another one. He's already hit 2 threes. It's 12-6. Coach Gene Pingatore will take a timeout as St. Pat's is on a 12-2 run. Chargers had a 4-0 lead. Since then, it's been all St. Pat's, and it's been all Galati and Lara, as they have all 12 points for St. Patrick. We're going to take a quick break here on Arena Sportsnet. We'll be back with you in about 15 seconds. (12-6) the score. St. Patrick leading St. Joseph with 3:38 to play in the first quarter. It was a great start for the Chargers, leading at 4-0, but since then, it's been all Shamrocks. Dominic Galati has hit 2 3-pointers, and Chris Lara has 6 points of his own. As Justin Walker has checked in for the Shamrocks. Aldridge with the basketball for the Chargers. Into Jafari Brown, takes some contact underneath, and he is fouled. He'll go to line for 2. That foul is called on Austin Freeman, his first, the second on the Shamrocks as a team. First free throw is good from Jafari Brown. Second free throw. Rattles out. Here's Eric Liss underneath. Can't get it to go. Liss at 6'8". He also came on as a substitute. Now it's Ahmad Muhammad on the left wing. Muhammad fakes the three, drives to the basket, off glass and in. Shamrocks lead cut down to 3. 12-9 the score with 3 minutes to play in the first. Here's Jacob Medina, also came in as a sub. Now Freeman, mid-lane, tries to get a runner to go. Chance Aldridge with the rebound as he misfired there for St. Pat's. Aldridge ahead to Jafari Brown, right wing Brown. Brown, top of the key, Muhammad. Dribbles back over to the right wing. Now Muhammad on the crossover, bounce pass to Jordan Boyd. Right baseline, back right wing Aldridge. Aldridge cross-court pass to the left wing for Brown. Brown, Ahmad Muhammad, left corner three, can't get the roll. Rebound to St. Pat's, and a full court pass all the way ahead to Justin Walker. And he scores 2 to make it 14-9. Jalen Boyd for Chance Aldridge on the right wing. Jordan Boyd on the baseline, spins his way, puts it up, nearly had a chance for a three-point play, but just a little bit short on that lay-in attempt. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. That foul is on Justin Walker, his first. And Jordan Boyd will have 2 free throws. First free throw from Jordan Boyd. Sinks it. He's 3 for 3 from the line so far tonight, as Malik Anderson will come on for the Chargers. And for St. Pat's, Kwai Dang comes in as well. And Dang at just 5'6". We'll see what he can do with the basketball. Dang on the right wing. Now for Galati. To Walker. Walker at the top of the key. Walker. And he traveled. He was looking for a pass there and took an extra step. 14-10 the score. St. Pat's with the 4-point lead with 1:38 to play in the first quarter. As Dang is applying plenty of pressure on Chance Aldridge. Aldridge on the right side, dishes down for Jafari Brown in the right corner. Back out for Brown on the right wing. Now Malik Anderson near half court to the left wing for Aldridge. Aldridge to Jalen Boyd on the baseline. Top of the key, Jordan Boyd. Is that a 3? No, it's a long 2, but the Chargers will take it from Jordan Boyd, who already has 7 points. It's 14-12. Just over a minute to play here in the first. St. Pat's with a 2-point lead in the basketball. Stanford over to Medina for 3 on the left wing. Can't get it to go. Rebound is tipped back out to Dang. And now another 3 on the way from Galati, and he nails another one. Dominic Galati with 3 3-pointers in this first quarter. It's 17-12 Shamrocks. 40 seconds to play in the first. Aldridge driving to the bucket, dishes off for Jordan Boyd. He goes up strong, gets the roll and the foul. He'll go to the line looking to complete the 3-point play. What a quarter it's been for Jordan Boyd. Already with 9 points, looking to make it 10 here if he can hit this free throw. As Chris Lara comes back onto the floor for St. Pat's. The free throw from Boyd. He got it. 3 points the old-fashioned way, and 10 points already for Jordan Boyd to the 15 total for the Chargers. Under 30 seconds to play. You would think St. Pat's will hold for the last shot of the first quarter. Here's Lara for Fanning. Fanning at 6'6", but he's been held in check thus far. Fanning dribbling around half court, not where they want him with the basketball, down to 12 seconds. Freeman with it at half court, now under 10 for Galati. Galati's been the man so far, nearly lost the ball, spins away, it's stripped away by Jafari Brown, but he traveled with it. As he was trying to gain possession, he didn't quite have it, and it was one of those things where it was just kind of awkward movement there, and you're going to get called for a travel on it because he sort of had it up near his shoulder, and he took a couple of steps, and it's called for the travel. 2 seconds left. St. Pat's will take a shot at the buzzer from Lara. It's well long, so at the end of the first quarter, St. Patrick leads it 17-15 over St. Joe's in a back-and-forth first quarter. They lead at 17-15. We'll be back with you in about 30 seconds here on Arena Sportsnet and Arena Sportsnet Chicago. Welcome back to Arena Sportsnet and the brand new ArenaSportsNetChicago.com. A back-and-forth first quarter between these two teams. St. Joe's got out to a 4-0 start, but then it was a 12-2 run from St. Pat's that made it 12-6. The rest of the quarter, Chargers did a better job outscoring the Shamrocks 9-5 there in the rest of that first period. Could expect a high-scoring game today, or tonight rather, as it's already 17-15 after just one quarter of play. St. Pat's will start with the basketball here in the second quarter. Shamrocks doing a lot of substituting in that first quarter. They bring quite a few guys off the bench in Walker, Liss, Medina, and Dang. Lara will inbound it to Freeman. Freeman dribbling around half court, gives for Stanford on the left wing. Now right wing Freeman. Freeman with the dish down to Fanning. Fanning, the big man, backing in against Boyd. Blocked by Boyd. Gets it back, though, and dishes for Stanford in the lane, who puts up a floater and got the roll-off back iron. So Stanford has his first points. It's 19-15 Shamrocks. Malik Anderson brings it up the floor for the Chargers. Jordan Boyd, right wing. Now Ahmad Muhammad, top of the key. Left wing, Jafari Brown. Brown drives, puts up a baseline runner. Can't get it to go. Rebound to St. Pat's. Freeman on transition, blocked by Jalen Boyd. Now they have a man open in the front court. It's Jordan Boyd. Boyd all the way to the hoop and just lays it on the back iron and in. And Jordan Boyd already with 12 points. 2-point game, 19-17 Shamrocks. Stanford on the left wing. Stanford to the top of the key for Lara. Now Freeman on the right wing. Freeman for Galati. He's been the man from beyond the arc. Now he'll drive the lane, put up a floater, and he is fouled on the shot. Foul called on Malik Anderson, his first. Third on the Chargers as a team. 4 thus far on St. Pat's. Well, Galati has hit 3 from beyond the arc already. We'll see what he can do at the free throw line. And he makes the first one. Second free throw from Galati. Also good. 21-17. St. Pat's with a 2-point lead. Jafari Brown over half court for the Chargers. Now Jordan Boyd left wing. Boyd down to his brother Jalen on the baseline left side. Right wing 3, Malik Anderson can't quite get the bounce there. Rebound to St. Pat's. Up ahead for Stanford on the left wing. Stanford looked to me like he traveled, no call, but he puts it up and in regardless to make it 23-17. Chargers back with it now, trailing by 6. Matches the largest lead of the game for St. Pat's. Boyd on the left wing. Now down to his brother Jalen Boyd. Left baseline jumper. That is his spot. And Jalen Boyd has his first points of the evening. 23-19 St. Pat's. And now this is tipped out of bounds by Ahmad Muhammad. And St. Pat's will keep it here in the front court. As Chance Aldridge comes back on for Malik Anderson. And Jacob Medina comes back on for St. Pat's. Freeman with it in the backcourt for the Shamrocks. Brings it over half court. Dishes for Medina, right wing. Medina dribbles around at the top of the key. Hands off for Fanning. Now in the right corner, Medina had it briefly knocked away by Jalen Boyd out of bounds. The Shamrocks will keep it. Freeman will inbound to Medina in the right corner. Guarded tightly by Jordan Boyd. Top of the key, Galati. Galati for Stanford on the left side. Now dishes off Fanning right side in the post. And he gets the hook shot to go. Joseph Fanning is on the board. 25-19. Jafari Brown for Jalen Boyd. Fakes the jumper on the right side, then drives and is fouled as he puts up the shot. He'll go to the line for two. That foul is called on Galati, his first, the fifth on the Shamrocks as a team. First free throw from Jalen Boyd. Got it. 25-20. St. Pat's with a 5-point lead with 5:18 to play here in the first half. Second free throw from Jalen Boyd. On the money. 25-21. St. Pat's with the basketball now. Little bit of a press being applied by the Chargers, and they've had a lot of success with that this season. Freeman brings it over half court for the Shamrocks. Nearly lost the ball on his own, and now he does lose the ball on his own. Couldn't quite retain the dribble there and lost it out of bounds. It's back to the Chargers. Jafari Brown in the backcourt. Brown will bring it over half court for St. Joe's. Now on the left side, Jalen Boyd fakes the elbow jumper. Back out Muhammad in the left corner. Muhammad dribbling around the arc. Now right wing three. Chance Aldridge short. Rebound by Jordan Boyd. What a save, but then he goes right back to St. Pat's with Medina. Medina spinning to a wide open Freeman who hits the right-handed lay-in. 27-21 Shamrocks. 4.5 minutes to play in the first half. Jordan Boyd, right wing jumper from just inside the three-point line is short, but then the rebound was tipped out of bounds by Freeman. He had it right in his hands and lost it. As Malik Anderson comes back on for the Chargers, as well as John Robinson coming to the floor for the first time tonight. Robinson, the sophomore, the lone sophomore on the varsity, and it was a dramatic win for the sophomore team over St. Pat's earlier tonight, won on a buzzer beater. And here's the quick inbounds to Malik Anderson. Couldn't quite get the roll as he was fouled. He'll go to line for 2 free throws. And that's the 6th on St. Pat's as a team. Going against Stanford, his second. It was Naki Shaheed Owens who made the 3 at the buzzer for the sophomore team as Anderson makes the first free throw. As John Mulcrone comes in for St. Pat's for the first time tonight. 27-22, Shamrocks with a 5-point lead with 4:25 to play as Anderson sinks the second free throw. 4-point game. 4:20 left here in the first half as Freeman brings it up the floor for the Shamrocks on the left side. Dribbles back around to the right wing and gives for Galati in the right corner. He's been deadly from beyond the arc. Jafari Brown keeping him in check. Now it's Stanford. Now top of the key, Freeman. He'll pop a 3. Can't get the roll there. Rebound to Jalen Boyd. Boyd brings it over half court and settles things down. And he was looking to drive there, then trying to pass off to Anderson, and it goes out of bounds back to St. Pat's. Under 4 minutes to play, 27-23. Shamrocks with a 4-point lead and the ball. Freeman at the top of the key, guarded by the sophomore Robinson. Now a pass for Galati, right wing three. That's long. Rebound Jalen Boyd. Boyd to Robinson. Robinson moving quickly now with the basketball on the right wing to Jalen Boyd, left wing. Fakes the three, then dishes for Jafari Brown on the right wing. Back top of the key, Anderson. Anderson beyond the three-point line. Now for Jalen Boyd, right baseline jumper, in and out. Rebound to St. Pat's, and here they come with Galati on the right wing. Galati with the dish down baseline for Lara. Lara driving. Thought there was contact, nothing there, and tipped out of bounds by St. Pat's. As the Shamrocks wanted the foul call there, they didn't get it, so they didn't quite hustle for that offensive rebound. Tipped it out of bounds. It's back to St. Joe's. Inbounding from underneath their own basket as Fanning comes back on for the Shamrocks with 3:11 to play. 27-23, St. Pat's with a 4-point lead. Ahmad Muhammad bringing up the left side for the Chargers. Muhammad with the dish to Robinson on the right wing. Robinson back top of the key, Boyd. Now left wing Muhammad. Muhammad, short jumper, had it blocked. Now Robinson in the left corner. Fakes the three, drives, and a charge. The offensive foul called on Robinson, the fourth on the Chargers as a team. Shamrocks back with the ball, under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Full court press applied here. Freeman having trouble breaking it. Eventually gets it ahead to Medina, who takes a three at the top of the key. No, they'll say his foot was on the line, but he makes the shot for two to make it 29-23 Shamrocks. Chargers trying to respond here, trailing by 6 once again. Anderson on the left wing. Off for Jordan Boyd, right wing beyond the three-point line. Boyd to Robinson in the right corner, dribbles back around the three-point arc to Ahmad Muhammad on the left wing. Now Jalen Boyd left corner to his brother Jordan, double-teamed, and a foul is called. And that is the 7th on St. Pat's here with 2:13 to play in the first half. So Jordan Boyd will have the 1-and-1. The foul called on Lara. That's his first. So far tonight, Jordan Boyd 4 for 5 from the free throw line. Can't get the front end of the 1-and-1 though, and the rebound to St. Pat's. Up ahead for Medina on the left wing. Medina. Now the dish across for Lara. Lara in the right corner, dribbles around to the wing for Fanning at the top of the key, who thought about the three. He must have more range than I'm expecting at 6'6", 290, because he's thought about it a couple times, hasn't taken it yet. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Freeman now trying to drive, pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Can't get it. The rebound is long, tipped out, and Malik Anderson was trying to chase it down. They'll actually say St. Pat's was the last one to touch it, but it looks like the officials having a discussion, and they have indeed changed it. And that looks like the right call from my vantage point. Malik Anderson looked like the last one to touch it. Official may have just signaled the wrong direction. So St. Pat's will keep it, leading 29-23 with 1:40. They have it in the front court, inbounding underneath the Chargers basket. Out to Medina between the circles. Medina for Lara on the right wing. Lara back for Freeman. Minute and a half to play here in the first half. Freeman to Fanning at the free throw line. Drives. Had it blocked away. He wanted a goaltending call. He's not going to get it. Now Jalen Boyd driving the left side. Got the roll. Count it. He'll go to the line looking to complete the three-point play. That foul called on Medina. His first, 8th on the Shamrocks as a team. 29-25 the score now. 4-point lead for the Shamrocks. And a free throw coming here for Jalen Boyd. And he makes it. So 29-26. As the Chargers apply a full court press, Freeman able to break it and bring it over half court. Up on the right side. Now it's Medina on the left wing. Medina dribbles around to the top of the key with just over a minute to play in the half. Galati facing a double team Jordan Boyd guarding him tightly. Chargers trying to force a turnover, but now it's Lara in that right corner, and he is fouled. It's called on Jalen Boyd, his first. Jalen Boyd with 7 points in this second quarter. Now it's Lara in the right corner. Had it knocked away briefly, regained possession, and dished back off for Galati. 50 seconds to play in the half. Medina thought about the three, almost stolen away, and nearly saved by Jalen Boyd. Oh, they're going to give Coach Pingatore a timeout. Oh, what a call of the timeout by Coach Pingatore. Heads up there as Jalen Boyd just for a moment had possession and looked like he couldn't quite save it, but Coach Ping got the timeout. Brilliant call of the timeout there to save it, and the Chargers will have the ball trailing by 3 with 47 seconds to play in the half. Can't reiterate enough there. What a beautiful timeout call by Coach Pingatore, seeing that Jalen Boyd maybe wasn't going to be able to hang out of that basketball, but he had possession long enough for Coach Pingatore to be granted the timeout call, and he got it. So the Chargers will have the ball with 47 seconds to play here in the first half, trailing 29-26 the score. Ahmad Muhammad will be the inbounds man from the right side, just near midcourt, and gives in to Aldridge in the backcourt. Aldridge to Muhammad on the right side, quickly double team. Muhammad dribbles out of it and gives for Anderson. Now wide open is Aldridge on the baseline. They dish it back around for Anderson with just over 30 seconds to play in the half. Now it's Jalen Boyd dribbling around midcourt on the left side. 25 seconds to play in the half, and it looks like now the Chargers will hold for the last shot of this first half. Muhammad near the midcourt circle. Now down to 12 seconds left in the half. Muhammad with the basketball, still with 10 seconds. On the right wing, Muhammad cross-court pass for Anderson. Aldridge drives. Now Jalen Boyd puts up a jumper, can't get it to go, and tipped around, but nothing there. So at the end of the first half, the score, the St. Patrick Shamrocks 29 and the St. Joseph Chargers 26 in what has been an exciting game thus far in the non-conference, a rivalry that dates back a number of years. Keep it with us here on arenasportsnet.com. We will be back with you a few minutes after 8 p.m., around 8:03 for the second half on arenasportsnet.com and Arena Sportsnet Chicago. Welcome back to Arena Sportsnet and arenasportsnetchicago.com. St. Patrick leading St. Joseph 29-26 at the end of the first half. Give you an update on some of the scoring numbers from that first half. Leading all scorers for either two teams is Jordan Boyd with 12 points, including 10 in that first quarter. For St. Pat's, Dominic Galati had 11 points in the first half, including 3 3-pointers in that first quarter. Chris Lara had 6. Robert Stanford had 4. And then the Shamrocks had 4 other players chip in with 2 points. Jalen Boyd, has 7 points thus far on the night. Jafari Brown with 3. Ahmad Muhammad with 2. And Malik Anderson with 2 as well in that first half for St. Joe's. The Chargers bolted out to a 4-0 lead, but after that it was a 12-2 run for the Shamrocks. St. Joe's stabilized things in that first quarter, got back into it, but the Shamrocks have been able to hold on to the lead for the most part and have it at 3 points as we head into this second half of play here from St. Joe's. Chargers are looking for their 16th victory of the season, and it would be their 5th win out of 6 games if they can come away with a win tonight. As both teams are just coming out of the floor now for the second half. It is senior night tonight. Certainly an evening where the Chargers would like to come away with a win. Honoring the seniors, the 5 starters for the Chargers, all seniors. For Coach Gene Pingatore, the first time in his career having 5 senior starters, an experienced group, and they're looking to make some noise in the playoffs later this month. And they'll have the regional on their home floor, which could certainly help them to do that, having that home court advantage. And it's a really nice crowd here at St. Joseph here tonight. A full house on hand to watch the old rivalry between St. Patrick and St. Joseph. Officials trying to get both teams to get this second half started. Had a little bit of a later start to the ball game due to the senior night ceremony. So it was about a 7:20 tip. And St. Joe will start with the ball here in the second half. Moving towards the stage here at St. Joe, so toward my direction here. And inbounding the ball for the Chargers will be Ahmad Muhammad into Aldridge to start the second half of play. Chargers trailing by 3. Here's Muhammad at the top of the key. Muhammad dribbling over on the left wing. Now Aldridge. Aldridge in the left corner on the baseline. Back across Jafari Brown. Right wing 3 off the mark. Rebound to Fanning. Up ahead for Stanford. Stanford had 4 points in that first half. Now it's Galati, who was the leading scorer for the Shamrocks with 11 in the first half, but stripped away. Up ahead for Jafari Brown now. Brown takes a little stutter step and draws the foul as he puts up a shot. Foul called on Stanford, his third, as Brown makes the first free throw. As Jacob Medina comes back on for the Shamrocks, 29-27. Second free throw from Jafari Brown, also good. Freeman takes the inbounds for the Shamrocks, dribbling against Chance Aldridge and brings it over the midcourt stripe for Medina on the right wing. Medina dribbles back around to the top of the key and dishes for Fanning, backing his way in on Jordan Boyd, puts it up and in with the hook shot on the left side. As Fanning has that size at 6'6". Here's Jalen Boyd in the right corner, back for Jafari Brown, right wing. 31-28 the score. Jordan Boyd on the left wing. Boyd looking for a pass. Now Aldridge right corner for Muhammad. Muhammad drives baseline, off glass and in. What an athletic play there by Ahmad Muhammad. Had to hesitate in the air and managed to put it off the glass and in at an awkward angle. 31-30, the Shamrocks with just a 1-point lead. Galati on the left wing for Fanning. Just inside the three-point line, spinning his way to the basket, off the glass and in. Well, he's not the most graceful out there, but he has some nice post moves, does Joseph Fanning. Now top of the key for Muhammad. Muhammad in the right corner. Baseline jumper. He got it falling away. Ahmad Muhammad with 4 points here in the third quarter. 33-32. Freeman brings it over the midcourt stripe on the right side. Now has it stripped away by Aldridge. Can he gain possession? It is eventually to Jordan Boyd. Jordan Boyd takes a dribble, puts it off the glass, can't get it to go. Put back attempt, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Foul is called on Fanning, his second. Second on St. Patrick as a team here in the second half. 2 free throws for Jordan Boyd. First one ties up the ball game. 33-33, 5:42 to play in the third quarter. Second free throw from Jordan Boyd. Swishes it. 34-33, 5:42 to play in the third, and the Chargers have the lead back for the first time since the first quarter. Full court press applied by Aldridge as Freeman brings it over half court on the right side. Nearly lost the ball there, looking for a pass. Now he lost the dribble. Foul is called as the Chargers nearly had 5 seconds there on Freeman, but then a late bump is the first foul of the half on the Chargers, the second on the night for Chance Aldridge. 5:30 to play in the third, 1-point lead for the Chargers. St. Pat's with the ball as Freeman moves around, finds the lane on the right side, had it blocked away, but Lara was able to gain possession as that ball bounced up high in the air as Lara drives baseline, stutter step, stops, puts it up and in. As Chris Lara has 8 points on the night. 35-34 Shamrocks. Jafari Brown sets up the offense for the Chargers. Now to Muhammad on the left wing. Muhammad dribbles around to the top of the key for Antonio Hardaway, who we haven't seen yet tonight. Right corner Aldridge, cross-court pass for Muhammad on the left wing. Now free throw line jumper from Muhammad. Isn't there. Rebound tip back. Who's going to get it? It's a battle on the floor. Eventually Medina comes away with it on the right side for the Shamrocks. Jacob Medina brings it over half court. Now dribbles to the top of the key for Freeman. Freeman back out Medina. Long three on the way. Short. Rebound to Muhammad. Muhammad in transition. Now he'll slow down the offense with Jalen Boyd at the top of the key. Boyd looking to drive, reach in, foul called. Chris Lara is dinged for the foul. His second. The third on the Shamrocks as a team. As now coming out of the floor will be Caleb Coro, who we saw earlier in the sophomore game. Quick inbounds to Jordan Boyd. Can't get it to go on the alley-oop. Rebound tip to Jalen Boyd for the two-handed slam. What a play by the Chargers, as somehow Jalen Boyd came away with it and rose up for the two-handed dunk to make it 36-35, but on the other end, Medina is fouled. Well, initially off the inbounds there, they were trying for the quick alley-oop in to Jordan Boyd. He was short. The rebound got tipped back to Jafari Brown. He found Jalen Boyd, who had plenty of space to rise up for that two-handed dunk, as Medina misses the first free throw off front iron. 36-35, 4:05 to play in the third quarter. Medina's second free throw also misses this one, and the rebound to Jalen Boyd. Costly misses at the free throw line for Medina. As Aldridge ahead to Brown. Now in the left corner, Muhammad. Back right wing for Brown. Brown to Muhammad on the left wing. Thought about the three, decided against it. Now dribbles back around to the left wing. Brown on the right wing. Right corner, Aldridge. Aldridge tries to drive and dish. Stolen away by Medina. Medina bring it the other way. Tipped back by Aldridge. Almost stolen away. Now Coro will take a left corner three. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Aldridge. Aldridge moving quickly the other way. Now he pulls up for a floater and gets it to go. Chance Aldridge has his first points of senior night. It's 38-35 Chargers. And a stoppage by the officials. Not sure what the reasoning is here. Maybe just had to bring a substitute on. Full court press here from the Chargers. They lead it 38-35. Lara into Galati. Galati with Boyd guarding him in tightly. Almost stolen by Aldridge. He's in a double team. Has to find a way out of it. Now it's Lara pressured near the sideline by Muhammad, and they quickly call a timeout to avoid the 10-second violation in the backcourt. 3:12 to play in the third quarter. 38-35 Chargers. We'll be back with you here on Arena Sportsnet and Arena Sportsnet Chicago in about 15 seconds. Well, a great start to this second half for the Chargers. They were trailing 29-26 at the half, and they have outscored St. Pat's here in the third quarter 12-6. So a 12-6 run to start this third quarter with 3:12 to play here in the third. Balanced scoring here in the third quarter as Jalen Boyd has 2, Jafari Brown has 2, Ahmad Muhammad has 4, Jordan Boyd has 2, and Chance Aldridge has 2. All 5 starters have scored in this third quarter for St. Joseph. Shamrocks will have to inbound in the backcourt on the left side of the floor. They get it into Galati on the left wing. Galati looking for a pass out to Lara. Lara dribbles around to the top of the key, then hands off for Freeman. Freeman, guarded by Aldridge, drives, gets past him, and swatted away by Jordan Boyd. Now in transition, Jalen Boyd with the laying off glass and in. 40-35 Chargers. 14-6 run. Freeman in the backcourt. Brings it over half court, 2:40 to play in the third. Now it's Medina in the right corner. Down low, Fanning has space. Can't get it to go. Rebound Lara, and then wide open in the lane is Medina for the teardrop. Now coming the other way, Aldridge, right corner 3. Can't get it to go. Foul is called on a loose ball on Jafari Brown, battling for the rebound there. 40-37, 2:20 to play in the third. That is the third on the Chargers as a team. Into Galati in the backcourt. Now Freeman at the free throw line. Freeman guarded by Aldridge. Right side. Freeman dribbles around to the left wing. What's the call here? A foul going against the Chargers. And St. Joe fans are livid. They are livid here. Just livid at the call here. And you can sense it here. This is starting to get heated here as that foul is called against Chance Aldridge, his third. Just over 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 40-37, the Chargers with the lead. Now driving is Lara. Reverse lay-in attempt isn't there. Fanning with the offensive rebound, and then a foul is called after the offensive rebound. That foul on Jordan Boyd. His first. The fifth on the Chargers as a team here with 1:55 to play in the third. Inbounds. They're looking for a pass, are the Shamrocks. They get it into Medina on the right wing. Now Medina to Fanning beyond the three-point line. Fanning spinning his way Now dishes in the right corner. Galati's three. Off the mark. Rebound. And a foul on the rebound. This one going against the Shamrocks' Chris Lara. .141 to play in the third. The fourth on the Shamrocks as a team. 3-point lead for St. Joe's. Malik Anderson with it on the right wing. Now to Jafari Brown near the midcourt circle. The Charger logo at half court, just standing with the basketball, taking his time. 1:20 to play. Anderson well beyond the three-point line on the right wing. Top of the key, Muhammad. Anderson right wing. Now Jordan Boyd dishes down Jafari Brown. Off glass and in. 42-37. Give the assist to Jordan Boyd there. 5-point lead for the Chargers with a minute to play in the third. And another foul called off the basketball. Physical game here, folks. That's on Jordan Boyd. His second. The sixth on the Chargers as a team here with 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Chargers have to be careful with those fouls. As here's Freeman to Galati, the long three. Off the mark, rebound Jordan Boyd with 50 seconds in the third. Chargers will slow it down, knowing they can hold for the last shot of the third here with 40 seconds to play in the quarter. 2-3 zone set up by St. Pat's. Now down to 35 seconds. Jafari Brown just dribbling out some time near that lightning bolt at midcourt. Brown taking his time here in this third quarter in what has been a great third quarter for the Chargers. They were trailing by 3 at the half. Now they lead it by 5. 15 seconds left in the third. Anderson with the basketball now. Back for Muhammad. Over to Anderson, left wing. Down to 10 seconds. Anderson to Boyd. Top of the key, three. Muhammad. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Jordan Boyd. Puts it up near the buzzer. Can't get it to go. And that will do it for the third quarter. And at the end of 3, the St. Joseph Chargers lead the St. Patrick Shamrocks 42-37. We're going to take a quick break here on Arena Sportsnet and Arena Sportsnet Chicago. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. So the Chargers with a 5-point lead now as we head into the fourth quarter. I mentioned in the pregame, balanced scoring the key for the Chargers. And in that third quarter, the Chargers had 4 points from Jalen Boyd, 4 points from Jafari Brown, 4 points from Ahmad Muhammad, 2 points from Jordan Boyd, and 2 points from Chance Aldridge. So when you talk about balance, you want all 5 of your starters to be able to score, and that's exactly what the Chargers had in that third quarter. As they now have a 5-point lead. And how about defensively as well? Holding St. Pat's to just 8 points there in the third quarter. Outscored them 16-8 in the third. St. Pat's will start with the ball here in the fourth quarter. Into Freeman in the backcourt. Freeman being bothered by Muhammad. Dishes off to Galati on the right wing. Galati to the top of the key for Lara, looking for Fanning underneath. Fanning puts it up with the left hand and in off the glass. Joseph Fanning using that 6'6" size. 42-39. Jafari Brown bringing up the right side the other way for the Chargers. Into the right corner, then bounce pass over to Jordan Boyd. Boyd, cross-court pass, Anderson on the left wing. Now Jalen Boyd in the right corner. Back for Muhammad. Now Jafari Brown, short jumper on the left side isn't there. Rebound to Galati. Galati looking ahead to Lara. Lara catches the pass, puts it up in close. Foul is called. That foul on Malik Anderson, his second. That is the 7th on the Chargers. Puts St. Pat's in the bonus, but I believe this was a shooting foul. So Lara will have 2 regardless. Makes the first one. 42-40. Lara trying to pull the Shamrocks back within 1. And he makes the second free throw. So Lara now with 10 points on the night, 42-41. St. Joe's with a 1-point lead with just over 7 minutes to play in regulation. Jafari Brown brings it over half court. Brown to Anderson on the right wing. Anderson for Jordan Boyd, backing in the right post. Fadeaway jumper, can't get it to go. And Jafari Brown came flying in, lucky to not be called for offensive goaltending there, but the rebound to St. Pat's, and then a foul is called on the other end. And that's on Malik Anderson, his third. I will say this, as that's now the 8th foul on the Chargers. Usually don't comment too much on officiating, but it seems like they were letting things go a little bit more in the first half, starting to call it more closely here in the second half. But a foul is a foul as Galati's at the free throw line and sinks the first one. 42-42 with 6:53 to play. Second free throw from Galati is good, and the Shamrocks take the lead. 43-42, a 6-0 run to start the fourth quarter for St. Pat's. Here's Ahmad Muhammad on the left wing. Muhammad drives to the bucket, off glass, can't get the roll. Rebound by Fanning. Fanning over to Galati, who is fouled there by Jordan Boyd on the reach-in. Frustration foul there from Jordan Boyd. As he reached in from behind, that's his third foul, 9th on the Chargers as a team, and putting Galati on the line, not the guy you want there, as he's 4 of 4 from the charity stripe so far tonight. 6:33 to play, 43-42. Galati's first free throw makes the front end of the 1-and-1. 44-42. Second free throw on the way here from Dominic Galati. Also good. 6 for 6 from the free throw line is Dominic Galati. That to go with 3 3-pointers for 15 points total. 45-42 Shamrocks. Ahmad Muhammad brings it up the floor for the Chargers with 6:20 to play. Now Aldridge on the right wing. Aldridge trying to drive to the bucket. Dishes for Jalen Boyd, who soars through the air off the glass and in. 45-44, 1-point lead for St. Pat's with just over 6 minutes to play. Galati on the right wing. Galati to the top of the key for Lara. Fakes the three to Fanning. Spins his way. Hook shot isn't there. Rebound to Jordan Boyd. Jafari Brown brings it up the right side. Now dribbles to the middle of the floor between the circles. Dishes off for Muhammad on the left wing. Jalen Boyd in the post. Back Muhammad, left corner. Fakes the three. Top of the key, Aldridge. Aldridge at the elbow now. Dribbles back out to the right wing beyond the three-point line. Back between the circles for Muhammad with 5:40 to play. Right wing Boyd. Now Jalen Boyd with the top of the key. Jalen Boyd off to Muhammad. Left corner three on the way. And good! Ahmad Muhammad with 9 points, and he gives the Chargers the lead back 47-45. 5:20 to play in this one. Freeman for Stanford on the right wing. Top of the key, Lara. Looking for Fanning, and that pass is well too high as they've been trying to lob that pass up to Fanning to use that 6'6" height, but this one was too tall for even him. Now St. Pat's bringing a full court press, albeit applying it a little bit lightly, and Jafari Brown dribbles right by Stanford and then draws a reach-in foul. And that is the fourth foul on Robert Stanford. That is the fifth on the Shamrocks' team. Already 9 on St. Joe's here in the second half. 5:09 to play, 47-45 Chargers with a 2-point lead. Aldridge inbounds to Muhammad in the backcourt. Muhammad on the right wing, now Aldridge right corner. Guarded tightly by Galati. Fakes the pass, then cross court. Left corner three, Muhammad. Got it again! Same spot, same result from Ahmad Muhammad. He hits 2 threes in a row to make it 50-45 Chargers. And a timeout is called by St. Pat's as they see this one slipping away here on the road. 4:52, still plenty of time. And just a 5-point lead for the Chargers, who have struck back here with Ahmad Muhammad. And an 8-0 run, mainly sparked by those 2 threes. So far on the night, 12 points for Ahmad Muhammad. Jordan Boyd has 14 points on the evening. Jalen Boyd has 13 on the night. So Jalen Boyd leading the Chargers in scoring, but Ahmad Muhammad has been the key to this run to give the Chargers the lead back. 50-45, 4:52 to play, coming out of the timeout here. Score update from a Chicago Catholic League game. St. Ignatius beat St. Rita 73-66, and that is relevant for St. Joseph, as St. Ignatius will be their opponent in the regional semifinal coming up in less than 2 weeks. St. Pat's with the ball here. Freeman brings it over half court to Medina on the left wing. Medina to the top of the key for Lara. Now Freeman on the right wing. Freeman for Galati. Top of the key, 3. Long. Rebound, Jordan Boyd. Now Chance Aldridge controlling in the backcourt ahead to Jafari Brown, left wing. Chargers will take their time here with the 5-point lead. Aldridge dribbles to the left wing, now dishes for Jordan Boyd. Boyd looking for a cross-court pass to his brother Jalen. Now right wing 3, Chance Aldridge, he got it! And the Chargers are heating up from beyond the arc, an 11-0 run. 3 threes on the 11-0 run. It's 53-45. Freeman to Medina looking for the response. A much-needed 3 there for the Shamrocks as they quiet the crowd here at St. Joe's. 53-48 with just under 4 minutes to play here. Brown setting up the offense. Aldridge will take another 3. This one isn't there. Rebound to St. Pat's. Freeman to Galati, left wing. Fakes the 3. Gives for Medina. Medina at the top of the key. Dishes right corner, Lara. Lara to Medina, right wing. Medina dribbles around to the top of the key for Galati, and he lost the ball. Couldn't handle the pass there. Costly turnover there with 3:19 to play. 53-48. It's back to St. Joseph. Brown brings it over half court, crosses over, fakes the pass, back out Muhammad. Now to Jalen Boyd, posting up on Lara. Offensive foul is called on Jalen Boyd, and he argues his case back. That is the 3rd on Jalen Boyd, but since it was an offensive foul, no free throws here for St. Pat's. Just over 3 minutes to play here, and it's stolen away by Aldridge. Aldridge with the lay, and it's there. Chance Aldridge with 5 points in the fourth quarter, 7 on the game, 55-48 Chargers. Double team in the backcourt on Freeman. Freeman up ahead for Fanning on the right side in the front court. 2:40 to play. Fanning facing tight pressure there from Jordan Boyd, and a timeout is called by St. Pat's as they trail by 7. What a fourth quarter it's been for Ahmad Muhammad and Chance Aldridge, the backcourt duo. They have combined for 11 points of the 13 total that St. Joseph has scored here in the fourth. Well, the Chargers were leading 42-37 at the end of the third quarter. St. Pat's went on an 8-0 run of their own to make it 45-42. But then the Chargers responded with their own run, and they have taken the lead back, 55-48. 7-point lead with 2:37 to play. But basketball being a game of runs, St. Pat's certainly would hope to have one here late with 2:37 to play. And they have the ball inbounding near their own bench with Freeman. Freeman into Galati. Galati thought about the long NBA three, decided against it. Now it's Freeman near half court. Gets a screen from Galati. And then he travels. He wasn't quite committed to the pass or keeping the dribble, and he dragged that foot too much. He's called for the travel. St. Joe's back with the ball and with the 7-point lead. Take their time here offensively. Muhammad to Aldridge. Back for Muhammad at midcourt. Over for Aldridge. Aldridge to Boyd in the right corner. Back for Muhammad. Now to Brown at midcourt. Just over 2 minutes to play. 7-point lead for St. Joseph. Aldridge in the left corner here. Now dishes off Jalen Boyd. Back out for Jafari Brown. Smart offense here by the Chargers. To Muhammad. To Jordan Boyd for the slam. And the foul. He'll go to the line looking to complete the 3-point play. This gym erupted. At that moment, Jordan Boyd, he slammed over a guy. And he was fouled in the process. And he'll go to the line. And he makes the free throw. This place is going crazy. 58-48 Chargers after the 3-point play by Jordan Boyd. 1:40 to play in this one. Medina for three. Short. Rebound. Eventually, it's rolling on the floor, and St. Pat's has it ahead to Fanning wide open with the right-handed lay-in to make it 58-50, an 8-point lead for the Chargers with 1:27 to play. What a play by Jordan Boyd. He slammed over a Shamrock, drew the foul, and made the free throw as well. That was one of the loudest moments of the season here at St. Joe's. As again, here in the fourth quarter, balanced scoring from the Chargers. 5 from Chance Aldridge, 6 from Ahmad Muhammad, 3 from Jordan Boyd, and 2 from Jalen Boyd. As the Chargers have stretched this lead to 8 points here in the fourth quarter with 1:27 to play. St. Pat's just did make the lay-in with Fanning, but the Chargers will have the ball here, and the Shamrocks are going to have to start fouling and hoping that the Chargers miss the front end of free throws because only 6 fouls so far, so the next foul will just be the 1-and-1 for the Chargers. Aldridge will inbound. St. Joe from underneath their own basket. 1:20 to play. Galati applying pressure in the backcourt. Aldridge ahead for Jordan Boyd. Nearly lost it, but held onto the basketball. Boyd back for Aldridge. Aldridge dribbling near half court. Aldridge trying to drive now. Dishes back off for Jalen Boyd. Boyd back out to Brown. Again, smart offense by the Chargers holding the ball, but Brown nearly lost it. He was fouled. As Brown nearly went all the way to the floor. Foul was called first on Robert Stanford, his 5th, so he is now fouled out of the ball game. And Jafari Brown will go to the line with the 1-and-1, and they got to wipe the floor down here as Jafari Brown did go to the floor. (58-50), 1:02 to play. Jafari Brown at the free throw line for the 1-and-1. The front end always the key on these 1-and-1 free throws. And he sinks the first one with ease. And with that free throw, now all 5 Chargers starters have scored here in the fourth quarter. Second free throw, also good. Lead back up to 10, ties the largest of the ball game for the Chargers, under a minute to play. Freeman brings it over half court for Medina. Down to 50 seconds. Back for Freeman, right wing. Shamrocks have to hurry here. They're down by 10. Have to get something going, and Galati fell to the floor, and Ahmad Muhammad is called for a foul. The crowd here not liking that one, as looked to me that there was maybe a little bit of a bump initially, but then Galati seemed to fall to the floor on his own rather than any push from Muhammad. But the foul is called regardless. It'll be 2 free throws for Galati. And he sinks the first one. Galati is 7 for 7 from the free throw line so far tonight. 60-51 now, 45 seconds to play. Second free throw from Galati. Got the roll. 8 for 8 from the line is Dominic Galati. 40 seconds left here. 60-52. Jafari Brown brings it up the floor on the right side to Muhammad. Now Jalen Boyd back for Chance Aldridge with 30 seconds left. 8-point game. Shamrocks have to foul, and they do with Galati on Aldridge. Just 28 seconds left here. And Aldridge will go to the line. Aldridge will have the 1-and-1 here. First free throw, got the roll. Aldridge with 8 points on the night thus far. Second free throw from Chance Aldridge. Can't get this one to go. Rebound to St. Pat's with 25 seconds. Shamrocks have to hurry, down by 9, 61-52. Freeman takes a short jumper, short. And Jafari Brown with a rebound with 17 seconds. Down to 15, Ahmad Muhammad now with a 9-point lead. Muhammad will dribble down with 10 seconds left. And that will do it for this one, as the St. Joseph Chargers come away with a 61-52 victory on senior night. St. Joe's sends the Chargers out victorious in their last regular season game here at St. Joseph High School. 61-52, the final, in a balanced effort between all of these Chargers tonight on their senior night. The Boyd twins combined for 30 points, as Jordan Boyd has 17. Jalen Boyd has 13. Ahmad Muhammad had 10 points in the second half, 12 total on the night. Chance Aldridge also had a nice night, as he had 8 points on the ball game for the Chargers. And Jafari Brown had 9 points for the Chargers. So again, that balanced effort scoring from the 5 seniors, and they win it on their senior night, 61-52 over St. Patrick. Thank you for joining us tonight on arenasportsnet.com. Thank you to Mark Sassetti, the president of the St. Joseph Basketball Alumni Association, athletic director Bruce DeSanto, head coach Gene Pingatore, and everyone here at St. Joseph High School. For all of us here at Arena Sportsnet, I'm Connor Klingon saying so long from St. Joseph High School, where the final score, the St. Joseph Chargers 61 and the St. Patrick Shamrocks 52.